What advice would you have for, so in fact, well, let me ask that. Could you choose which team you went into, or did you just get plonked into the team?
Yeah, we could choose which team we went into. We kind of networked a bit with the team, so we
Hmm.
rung them up.
Yeah,
I think it was about March time or so. I'm
yeah.
not too sure.
Oh, so
Um,
before you joined, you
yeah,
could
so
call up. Oh, wow.
pre-joining, we
Mm,
chose our top like five teams, I'm going to
hmm.
say, and then we rung them all up. Had like a bit of a chat or had an
Yeah.
email,
Mm,
um, and I rang up a few teams, and I put out equity capital markets first, just
yeah.
because the guys there just seemed lovely.
Mm,
I think I'd already rung up one of them, and then the other contact I had got in touch and was like, I'd love to chat with you. And no other team had done that. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Everyone else had just kind of had one phone call and that was it.
Mm,
Um, and they were just a really lovely team. They
mm,
seemed, and they also kind of said, which was very true, that you get quite a lot of exposure. You kind of meet more people in
hmm.
a capital markets
Yeah,
team than you would in other ones, because you will end up working with the healthcare team, the tech
yeah.
team, the real estate team, kind of whilst you're doing your day-to-day jobs,
Mm.
which was very true and very interesting.
Were there any horror
Yeah.
stories that you had from
Um,
your colleagues or
Not that
not?
I'm aware of. I honestly don't know anyone that didn't have a good time. And
Oh, that's great.
I don't know, yeah, I know quite a lot of, well, I know quite a lot of people that did it. And everyone from like, no matter what walk of life, whether
Mm,
they were kind of, yeah, wherever they were from
yeah.
and like whatever background, everyone
Mm,
loved it. I think everyone was very inclusive,
hmm.
and yeah, it was just a really, really nice
Yeah.
community.
How many were there of you? How many interns were there for that year? This was the London office, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
So how many
were
were there?
like 100 and something. There were quite a
Wow, it's a
lot,
lot, huh?
but this was both like UK and lots of internationals as well.
Yeah.
And it was the thing, it was crazy. All of the UK lot, we had minimal finance experience.
Yeah.
And then all the guys from like Portugal and France were here doing their second masters. They're like so clever and they knew all this finance stuff. This is kind of their third
Yeah.
internship. And we're all there. This is our first internship. And they're just amazed as to how we've got it and kind of like why we don't know anything, which was quite funny.
It
But
can be intimidating, right?
yeah,
I remember thinking, oh my gosh, these people are so smart. I'm
definitely,
really,
definitely. Like the first day was amazing, but it was a bit intimidating when everyone comes in, and especially kind of, I just come from like a normal background, I'd say,
mm,
but there were some extremely wealthy individuals
mm,
there and some extremely, extremely clever individuals there that
yeah,
obviously really knew what they were doing. Do you know what I
mm,
mean? Like they could just hop into an analyst position straight
mm,
away. And that wasn't me, which is
mm,
fine. Do you know what I mean? But
mm,
when you kind of see that, it can be slightly daunting
yeah.
completely.
But
Yeah,
you had a good time though, right?
yeah, no, so much fun, so much fun. And actually, the like when we were doing our training week at the beginning, we
Yeah.
were kind of sat in pairs in the classroom,
Hmm.
and I was sat next to this guy who was, I think he was Swedish or something,
Yeah.
and he was so intelligent. He'd done many internships before, and so I had no idea what we were doing. I was going quite
Mm,
slowly, kind of using my mouth to go around
mm,
the keyboard, and he was there doing like control this, control that. And then he was really helping me, and he was kind of teaching me how to do it and giving me tips,
mm,
just kind of on the side. And then
yeah.
he also really helped me out by saying things like, if you want to learn all the keyboard shortcuts,
Mm,
just put like your favorite five on the side of your keyboard, just on a
mm,
post-it note. Then once you've learned them, switch that out to your like
yeah.
the next five you want to learn. And like that really helps. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone was really up for helping each other
That's
and
great.
making sure everyone had a good time. So it was
So,
really nice.
so what advice would you have for people preparing? Let's say they've got the internship. What advice would you have for them preparing for it?
I would say read a lot about global affairs. Just keep up with the
Mhm.
news, because